She told me I'm an asshole for not paying for her trip after she made it clear my job security meant nothing to her. I'm your host on mindsnap, where the drama never ends. So, this whole situation started when my soon-to-be ex-wife came to me with a request to look after the kids while she traveled to her hometown for her friend's 50th birthday. At first, I agreed, thinking it wouldn't be a big deal. I mean, I leave for work an hour before the kids start school and get back 3 hours after they close, so I figured I could make it work. But things got complicated when she asked me to lend her the money for the trip, promising to pay me back when one of her projects finished. Okay, I need to pause here. Who asks their partner to lend them money for a trip, especially when they're on the verge of getting divorced? It's not like they're still in a committed relationship where they share finances. But I guess that's not the point. The point is, I agreed to lend her the money, but then things took a turn. My work situation changed, and the head of my department resigned. The new head was starting on one of the days my ex would be gone, and I couldn't be late or leave early because it would reflect badly on me. HR revoked my leave for that day, and I had to tell my ex that she would have to cut her trip short and return on Sunday instead of Tuesday. You would think she would understand, but nope. She freaked out on me, telling me I'm selfish and need to make a plan. I'm like, I did make a plan, but it fell through because of work. But she didn't care. She just kept shouting at me, saying I need to make it work. And then, she dropped the bombshell. She doesn't care about my job security or the repercussions of me coming in late. That's when I realized she's not thinking about our kids or our family. She's only thinking about herself. No, wait, it gets even better. Yesterday, she told me she's made a plan with some people I don't know well to transport the kids on Monday. I'm like, I already told you Monday is out of the question. But she just told me it's tough, and she's going anyway. That's when I said, fine, but I won't be lending you the money then. And that's when she called me an asshole. I literally could not believe this. She's mad at me for not paying for her trip, but she's not considering my job security or our family's well-being. It's all about her and what she wants. And now, she's expecting me to foot the bill for her little vacation? No way. As I'm listening to this story, I'm thinking, is this woman for real? I mean, I know relationships can be complicated, but this is just ridiculous. She's throwing a tantrum because she's not getting her way, and she's expecting her soon-to-be ex-husband to pay for her trip. It's like, hello, you're getting divorced. You need to start thinking about your own finances and your own life. But I guess that's the thing. She's not thinking about her own life. She's thinking about her friend's 50th birthday party. And that's what this whole situation is about. It's not about the kids. It's not about the family. It's about her and her social life. And that's why she's so mad at me. I'm not enabling her behavior. I'm not paying for her to go on a trip she can't afford. Okay, let's take a step back here. I need to understand what's going on in this woman's head. Is she really that entitled? Does she really think her soon-to-be ex-husband should be paying for her trips? It's like, girl, you need to get a grip. You're not in a relationship where you can just expect the other person to foot the bill. You're an adult. You need to start acting like one. And another thing, what's with the timing of all this? They're getting divorced, and she's still expecting him to lend her money? It's like, don't you think that's a little weird? Shouldn't she be focusing on her own finances and her own life instead of relying on her soon-to-be ex-husband? I'm still trying to wrap my head around this whole situation. It's just so, entitlement why? I mean, I've seen some crazy stories in my time, but this one takes the cake. She's expecting him to pay for her trip, and she's getting mad at him when he says no. It's like, what did you expect? Did you think he would just magically produce the money for you? And what about the kids in all this? Are they just pawns in her game? Is she using them to guilt trip him into paying for her trip? It's like, hello, you're a parent. You need to start thinking about your kids' well-being, not just your own social life. As I'm listening to this story, I'm thinking, what would I do in this situation? And honestly, I would do the same thing he did. I would say no to lending her the money, especially if she's not considering my job security or our family's well-being. It's like, you need to prioritize what's important here. But at the same time, I can see why she's mad. She feels like he's being selfish and not considering her needs. And maybe he is being a little selfish, but at the same time, he's trying to prioritize his job and his family's well-being. It's like, there are two sides to every story, and we need to consider both perspectives. No, wait. I just thought of something. What if she's not just being entitled? What if she's actually struggling financially? What if she really can't afford this trip and she's just desperate? That changes things a bit. Maybe he should be more understanding. Maybe he should try to help her out. But at the same time, he's not responsible for her finances. He's not responsible for paying for her trips. And if she's not considering his job security or their family's well-being, then maybe she's not the one who's being reasonable here. I'm so torn on this one. Part of me thinks he's being selfish, but another part of me thinks she's being entitled. It's like, who's the villain here? Is it him for not paying for her trip, or is it her for expecting him to foot the bill? As I'm trying to make sense of this whole situation, I'm thinking, what's the lesson here? Is it that relationships are complicated and we need to prioritize communication and understanding? Or is it that we need to set boundaries and prioritize our own needs? I think it's a little bit of both. We need to communicate effectively and try to understand each other's perspectives, but we also need to set boundaries and prioritize our own needs. We can't just expect others to foot the bill for our lives. We need to take responsibility for ourselves. And that's the thing. She's not taking responsibility for herself. She's expecting her soon-to-be ex-husband to pay for her trip, and she's getting mad at him when he says no. It's like, hello, you need to start taking responsibility for your own life. Drop your verdict below. Was this person right or wrong? Subscribe and hit the bell.